Hi, welcome to my channel. I am eager to share with you a 16-pound box of vintage ephemera. I believe it's mostly sewing ephemera that I received in the mail this past week, and I'm blown away. A friend of mine just thought they would mail it to me, and I can't believe what it's all full of, and I want to share with you. One of the first things I thought was really neat, which I've never even seen these before. They're called pinettes, and they're for shank buttons. And the shape of them are really unique. Sorta, kind of like a ball pin, but not. So I put one on a button. And I guess back in the day, instead of sewing your button on, you could use these pins on your shirt to put the button on. How clever. And tell me if you see them nowadays. I surely haven't. I didn't even know these existed. But very neat. And, I mean, you'll be blown away of all the stuff that's in this box. Also was a whole bag full of these vintage cardboard bobbins. How neat are those? I have so much material and stuff that I need to make like little packets and sell them. And I thought this would be great to go in a bundle full of fabrics and different things. I thought that would be a good little add-on. They're really unique. And now let's just dive into this huge box of things that I have. It has buttons. And even if I'm not using what's inside these packages, just the packaging alone is so unique and would be great in a sewing journal. How fun. So let's just keep peeking through. I love just the cardboard that this is on. The invisible eyes. And there's a bunch of them. And I need to get clever and use these in my journal too. Snaps. I mean, I just love the cardboard they're on because that alone tells a story. Look at the color of that one. And more of these. So I think I'm going to make some sewing bundles and start sharing these. More snaps. More buttons. And we're just going to zip through these. This says a needle book. I even like this maybe in a Christmas journal. A yarn needle. And more buttons. And then there's a bunch of little button pouches in here too. And those are fun too, just to use in any journal. More buttons. I just love just this little vintage cardboard. I mean, I really love using these as pouches. Let's just see what kind of buttons in here. little floral ones. Even tags that are in here are super cool too. Perfect dress fastener. More snaps. I love the back of this. And there's more to come. There's no needle in there, but just the packaging is really neat. So it was sewing machine needles that were 30 cents and then marked down to 24 cents. This one's interesting. From Life and Casualty Insurance Company of Tennessee. I believe it came with buttons, but those buttons almost look too new in there. I don't know. Sure, it tells a story. I love these ladies. Assorted needles. Sew and stitch. Love the mom and daughter. There's two of those. These are unique. Traveler, 70 assorted needles. They are just great. And here's some notes in there. And the box is full of patterns that we'll take a look at next. But I love just the sewing notes. Love that. The little 3 holes at the top. This box is so full. This was in there. Singer. Slant-O-Matic 401. I mean, just this little thing can be turned into a journal. Right? The little pamphlet. And oh my goodness. And the retro pictures in here are great. Oh my gosh. Okay, and so there's some fabric in this box that looks like these. Wait till you see. I mean, how great is this to be put in a sewing journal? I have started a sewing journal, and I will show you. I started one a couple years ago, and then started another one not too long ago. And this is motivating me to want to get them done. Look at this. This is in there. So what I thought would be neat is to have a sewing journal next to my sewing machine, because we all take notes when we're sewing. And I really don't use my sewing machine for anything else other than junk journaling, unless I have to do a quick stitch on something. But look at all these are just pieces of material. So what I thought, inside, next to my sewing machine, I could put a little journal, and inside the journal, maybe the first couple pages can be material like this with my needles through it. So I have you know, a pincushion, like probably everybody else does. But I thought it would be neat just to have different pins and stuff in a journal next to me. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. Huh. Okay, so this person was practicing, and it looks like buttonholes they were practicing. And maybe her name was Gladys. This would be really neat too in my sewing journal. What a little fun little thing. This is getting me excited to maybe finish that sewing journal that I've started. So I'll show you that at the end. So hang around and I'll show you what I've started, and we'll motivate each other on maybe doing a sewing journal. Look, this was in there too. I don't have a Singer sewing machine, but how neat would that be in a journal? This could almost be a journal alone too. This isn't a bad size. Next to the sewing machine. I don't know, I'm getting motivated as we keep talking. So Rick Rack was in there. Can always use Rick Rack. And so let's dive into all these patterns that are in there. I can't believe them. There's tons. And I may need to adjust this so you could see the whole pattern. I'm going to adjust my camera as I shake the whole table so you could see more. And that's great. Great for summer. And I love the H tape on there. Don't even have to make that, can use that. Ooh, this one looks very retro. Love it. This is a newer type of one. Wait till you see all these. If there's any patterns that you see here, because I'm not going to be able to use all of these, leave me a message down below and I'll throw them in my Etsy shop. So this looks like it has tape on the side and it's pinks. And they are full of the patterns. And let's talk about what we could use these for. They could be a journal cover. You could wrap presents with some of these, or even put it in Happy Mail. And if the front of the pattern is ruined, I think you could do like a fussy cut. If there's some ones that you just want, like the outfit, you could fussy cut the woman out and her outfit and put that in a journal. Make a tag with them. Look at this tape. Wow. These look like fun fall colors. Maybe I could do like a packet of fall looking ones. And bonus is to get the H tape that comes along with it. Wow, Jiffy. I can't believe how many are in here. Oops, buttons are flying. Must have been intermingled in with the patterns. Yep. Oh, wow. Look at these. I love these retro girls. Wow. How cute is that? Would be cute for a Valentine, an Easter journal. Love that. We have more buttons. This was thrown in, Christmas games and crafts for kids. So this would be great in a Christmas journal. I'll set that aside. Oh, I love word finds. How to make a manger. Oh, a tree to decorate. Yeah, so let's just add some Christmas in the mix. This box is full of surprises. This would be good for a fall journal. More retro. Love them. I've never seen so many patterns. You won't believe it as we keep diving in. So yes, definitely leave me a message below if there's a certain pattern you're interested in, or a group of them, and I'll throw them in my Etsy shop or on my Ko-Fi. Yellows. That's a fun summary journal cover, or tags you can make with it. And then I'm going to show you when we get to the end how I turned one into the beginning of a journal. This one is stuffed with patterns. You can tell it was used, which ones were used and not used. Now that would be a great back to school journal cover. She's carrying books, and that would be fun. There's so many, I have to set them aside. You're not going to get over how many we have. This could be sort of cute if someone's going to a private school or Catholic school. I went to Catholic school, and in junior high we had a uniform that looked like that. There is more to come, more to come. Let's set some of these aside. I'm running out of room. Oh, and I'm finding more buttons in the box. Another good one for back to school. So what you could do, if there's ones that you're interested in, you can even give me the pattern number and the name, you know, pause it, or the timestamp. Okay, this one's really neat. She has hearts on her outfit. That would be great for Valentine's Day. And this is written on. So what would be really good idea is to fussy cut this little girl out and maybe use her on a tag or something. So cute. Lots of little girl patterns. With a bonnet. That's great for Easter even. I mean, these patterns keep coming. That's another good one for fall. Great for summer. Ooh, I'm loving this one. Look at that one. How cute. I love just their hair, the illustrations on there. Oh, wow. They are adorable. Cute little robes they're wearing, or nightgowns. I've never seen so many patterns. My friend surely spoiled me. Wow. There's a lot more. Okay, some more summer ones. This almost looks like it could be First Communion. Summer. We have some green tape on the side. I almost just want to use that tape on some other things. Fun. You don't see a lot of boy ones. That's great. So then this says turbans. So someone was probably making turbans, and it almost looks like belts. Oh, and it looks like she made it out of newspaper. And this newspaper dates back to 1973. I'm sure these all tell a story and that we don't know. Okay, did I show you that one already? Not sure if it was sitting there. Ooh, I love the colors. It's like duck egg blue. Oh, you always have me at roses. That's cute. Holly Hobby fashion. Have you ever seen so many patterns? I mean, they keep coming. The box is still full. So let me know if there's any that interest you. Oh, this one's unique. It almost looks sketched. Love that with the aprons. Can you believe all these? Another fun summer one. That year almost looks like the year Farrah Fawcett was in, their hairstyle. So maybe 1980s or so. Okay, now I'm getting too high with these. Let's set some more aside. Running out of table space. Very neat. That almost looks like the Dynasty days. Office-y night out. Oh, look at this one. It's in plastic. Let's see. Doesn't, oh, there we go. So that's the cover. Have some more fall looking ones. Oh, these would just be great. Fussy cut out and put into journals, or even like make a bookmark out of them, because they're tall and just like the right height for a bookmark. We have some robes. Oh, love that. I mean, they're all so unique. A bowling shirt. This one says Cinderella. Fun. A tie. I've never seen a tie pattern. Then we have this random bra back repair thing. And here, random sewing stuff. So I could even just, where this is written on, I could just even use just their faces and their hair as a fussy cut and put them on a tag or something. We have more. We have more, believe it or not. They keep coming. Ooh. This one would be good, almost for like Mother's Day, right around the corner. For some reason, this reminds me of like the Partridge Family or Walton's Little House on the Prairie. Showing my age here. Some more fun summer ones. And so those are just like that. This one. So they don't have the envelopes. That looks like some pajamas, nightwear. Neat. Some more summer. Okay, I could see the bottom of the box, so we're getting somewhere. We're getting there, we're getting there. Maybe this will motivate me to learn how to sew besides just junk journals. Baby clothes. Pretty blues. Little girl clothes. More retro looking ones. Summer. Like jumpsuits. Simple black dress. Holly Hobby. So I think this is the second Holly Hobby one that I've seen. Okay, there we go. This looks like I'm going out on my yacht or something. So this looks like a wedding dress and bridesmaids. That one's really cute with that vintage tape. I am nearing the end. This looks like right out of a movie. Okay, so let me show you a couple of sewing journals that I've started that need to be finished. This, I just started the cover. This was ripped like this, and when I pulled it out, of my patterns. It was ripped and had this pattern hanging out the bottom. So what I did is I glued that in so it has that look. And so that's going to be a journal. And you know how sometimes the pattern paper is brittle? What I did is I backed it with freezer paper. And as I did that, I took pictures. Because what I do is I lay down parchment on my ironing board. I lay down the parchment paper. Parchment paper, the first layer. Coming up. Then freezer paper, shiny side facing up. The pattern on top of the freezer paper. Another layer of parchment paper on top of the pattern. The freezer paper makes the cover a lot more sturdier. So this is what I think I'm gonna lay next to my sewing machine, and maybe put, you know, some fabric in there at the beginning and put my pins through there and any notes that I have on sewing. And I've started this one too. And this was one that I did years ago and didn't finish because I probably had a special order or something and went on to something else. I stitched the cover onto a paper bag. And that's my cover. And inside, I just did paper with material, scrap material, and put that on the edges so I could use that for notes. So this I need to finish up because I think it will be super cute, and maybe I can combine the two. I don't even know what's all in there. So all these patterns are motivating me to make sewing journals and finish them. Oh, I like it. This I remember was like a rub-on sticker that I believe I got from Dollar Tree years ago. And look at these. So yes, this would be a great journal if I finish it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I can combine what I've started. Maybe I could put those sheets inside of here. I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll do more, hopefully, sewing journals coming up. Trying to see what else yeah, and then I had some material scraps that I thought would be great in the sewing journal too. So what I have is a 12 by 12 plastic container that when I start a journal or when I'm gathering stuff for the journal, I just keep it in there. So that's where I went and found this journal that I've started. So yeah, let me know if there's any that pique your interest and if you would be interested in any of these patterns, because I have plenty. Look, that was in there too. Okay, thanks for coming by my channel. Please like and subscribe, and if you come up with any other ideas of what you do with your patterns, leave me a message at the bottom. If there's ones that I didn't mention, you might have all kinds of ideas, and I would love for you to share with me. All right, have a great day.